What is going on, everyone? This is Sunfloras 2, bringing you guys our Week 6 LDL team prep video for the Salt Lake City Swampers. We are currently sitting at 1-4 after our awesome victory over Jesse and the Australian Arcanines last week. If you guys missed that video, please go ahead and check that out. As you guys do know, just like I had a bulk upload of videos this week, just because I've just been behind. So week 3, week 4, week 5, and week 6 are all coming up on the same week. I do apologize, but you guys will be seeing this on the same day as the week 5 battle going up. Thursday, hopefully this goes up. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, we are facing possibly the scariest team in the entire league, Arthur and the Phoenix Sunfloras. Arthur, unfortunately, just took his first loss last week, so he is 4-1. We are 1-4. The odds do not look in our favor, and I'm already super mad at myself because I hit the wrong button, and I've already had to record this. This is my second time trying to record this video. I went through the whole thing, which I think was like 45 minutes long, and I realized I wasn't recording. So my energy is starting to dwindle, and I have a couple more videos to put out there. So hopefully I'll be able to keep the energy up, go through things, say the things I should remember to say, and hopefully the recording doesn't fail this time. But yes, as you guys do see on the screen, Arthur has a very, very powerful team. First off, he has Magiarna. Magiarna is definitely going to be banned next season. It's already been decided, just because it has too many sets that it can work with. It can be Trick Room, Shift Gear, Assault Vest, Scarf, Specs, and its move pool is so wide that it can honestly be there to handle any situation. Also having the ability of Soul Heart, which is basically a special attacking Moxie boost. It's scary, and so there are a lot of different things we have to look out for when it comes to Arthur's team, especially with that Magiarna. You have to. I'm dedicating a lot of mods to handle Magiarna, so hopefully we should be able to work around it. But watch him not even bring it. And if that's the case, I'll feel better. But moving on down the line, he has Kurum Black, a very powerful wall breaker, having that Terrafold ability, which is like a multi-scale ability, canceling out abilities. So like our Joey Galaxy's Volt Absorb, it doesn't work because of Terravolt, and so that's super scary. But Draco Meteors, Icicle Crashes, Free Shocks, you know, Earth Power, all that's just super scary. It could be Substitute, Home Claws, Scarfed, Specs, Banded. It's a very scary Pokemon that is kind of hindered by his speed, but I feel like it's a giant wall breaker for sure, and if we're not careful, we could easily lose mons to it. Up next is Volcanion, a fire water type, very slow Pokemon, but kind of makes up for it, and it's kind of bulk. It's able to rock out with stuff like Solar Beam, Seize Solar Beam for like a Vaporeon, which could be scary. Fire Blast, Steam Eruption, which is the better Scald, can be running Scarf, could be running Specs, could be running Air Balloon, which is usually what you see on these things. Sludge Wave as well. So very scary Pokemon, another wall breaker for sure. Those top 3 mons are just super scary on Arthur's team alone, and he has so much more to work with. Up next, you have Delmise, a Ghost Grass type, Rapid Spinner, Rapid Blocker. Can be run Assault Vest, physically defensive. It can eat up hits for days. It can Toxic You, Will-O-Wisp You. It can knock off. Very, very powerful mon. Very hard to deal with, as this thing ended my LDL Season 4 playoff reign with Squid. Which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, I built this team with Blazing Squid. He's my good buddy, he's my rival in the league, and we decided to help each other out this week with team building. So if you guys don't know that Squid has his own channel, the Blazing Squid, definitely go ahead and check out his channel. His channel is down in the description below. Please go ahead, give him that love, because he's an awesome guy, funny guy, much funnier than me. And yeah, I do give a lot of credit to him with some of these sets. Next up is Landorus Eye. Landorus Eye cannot run Sheer Force, has to run Sand Force. Can be physical or special. He usually runs it Scarfed with U-Turn and stuff, U-Turn, Stealth Rock, stuff like that. Very scary mon that we do have to look out for. I'm expecting a Yachi Berry, a Scarf, or even a Sash on this thing, and I do expect this thing to come for sure, because it handles a lot of our team. Up next is Mega Medicham, I think that's how you say it. Very powerful mon, still very slow, but stuff like High Jump Kick, Zen Headbutt, Mach Punch, Elemental Punches are super scary for us, because pure power or huge power. I can't remember which one it is, but it gives it a very powerful physical attack. And if not prepared for it correctly, it can really go through a team, especially with Mach Punch. That priority is very scary. Then up next we have Umbreon. Umbreon being more of a cleric with Wish, Baton Pass, Protect, Toxic, Heal Bell shenanigans. If it wants to, it can Curse Pass, but I don't see that happening. But all in all, a super scary Mon, but very one-trick pony, and I feel like can really be handled easily. Up next we have Miltank, another very bulky Mon that really does stop our team in its place with things like Thick Fat to protect the Magiarna and the Kyurem and the Delmise, with our Entei and our Weavile for fire-type moves and any fire-type moves you want to throw on there. But it can also have a Sap Sipper to stop stuff like our Serperior, as you guys do see on the screen. Serperior is coming this week, we'll get to that in a second though. But it can be Stealth Rock, Milk Drink, Toxic, Body Slam, Earthquake. Can be physically defensive, can be especially defensive. I pray that it runs more physically defensive for Weavile and Entei, just because I have a good answer to that set. And so, now up next he has Crobat. Crobat being his fastest Mon. I don't see it being Scarf this week, hopefully, but it can rock out with Brave Bird, Defog, U-Turn, Cross Poison. It can be a nasty plot set with like Sludge Bomb and all that stuff. Very scary Mon, but I think we can really handle it. Pyukumuku, very, very scary Mon for Arthur. If I said Andrew, I do apologize. I think I've been saying that the whole time. But Arthur knows how to use Pyukumuku extremely, extremely well. I think he got a sweep with it. 1 week, giving it like 5 kills. So it's like top leaderboard for kills up in week 6. So Arthur knows how to use Pyukumuku, and he actually didn't bring it last week. And Arthur kind of accredits not bringing Pyukumuku to the reason why he lost, which is scary. So we could potentially expect the Pyukumuku to come this week, but being unaware and innards out, really scary because he can't set up on it with that stuff, can stop stuff like our Serperior getting the contrary boost. So super, super scary. Then Raichu rocking out with the Volt Absorb ability, stopping our electric moves in its place, as well as rocking out with a base 110 speed. Could be Scarfed, Fake Out, Nuzzle, Nasty Plot, Thunderbolt. Very scary Pokemon, but I don't see him really bringing it just because we have a lot of answers for it. So yeah, that's his team. Mons, I think he's going to be bringing Magiarna, Volcanion, Delmise, Lando Eye, Pyukumuku, and then either it's a toss-up between Umbreon, Miltank, Crobat, or Raichu for his 6th slot. If I had to give it a guess, I'd say Miltank or Raichu more than the others. I don't see Kyurem Black or his Mega coming. So hopefully we built the right team. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Our first Pokemon we're going to be starting off with is Scotty, our Weavile. She is back once again. Hopefully to put in all that work. Knockoff for General Stab. Handles things like the Delmise extremely well. We want to knock items off all day long, especially if something's Scarfed or Sashed or Spexed, Banded. We really want to get rid of those items. Icicle Crash for a more General Stab against stuff like the Delmise, the Landorus. Potentially get flinch chances, the Crobat as well. Ice Shard for general, priority. Once again for the Landorus. I think if it's not Yachi Berry set, we can potentially knock it out after some chip damage. And then this is a scary move right here. Dig Groundium Z. Dig by itself does 50% to a 252 HP, 252 special attack Magiarna. With the Groundium Z and it becoming Tectonic Rage, we guarantee the OHKO if it's 252 attack, 252 HP, 252 special attack. If it has any physical defense investment, we could be in trouble, so which is why we have to really kind of whittle it down, get a feel for what kind of set Magiarna is. But this Dig set knocks it out. Guaranteed. And so hopefully, and that also helps with like stuff like the Volcanion, the Delmise. I think does Delmise get Levitate? I'm not 100% sure. But I'm not looking it up because I'm not messing up my recording. Can also hit stuff like the Raichu, of course. And so yeah, hopefully Weavile will be able to handle Magiarna. I want this set to work out so bad. I want this set to work out so bad, you guys. Like seriously. And hopefully it does, hopefully it does, hopefully it does. Up next, we have Basilisk, our superior, making her debut. I might change the nickname on her, just depending on how I feel with the nickname. But Leftovers, Contrary, Substitute Set, 236 speed to outspeed the Raichu by 1 point. Through the rest in HP, 252 with special attack. Leaf Storm, of course, for general stab, able to hit things like the Pyukumuku, as well as the Volcanion extremely well. Hidden Power Fire after a +2 Contrary boost. We will be able to two-shot the Magiarna, do a lot of damage to the Delmise as long as it's not Assault Vest. Dragon Pulse, of course, for more general attack. It's good against the Kyurem Black, does wonders against the Landorus, the Miltank, and the Crobat. So yeah, Substitute Set, another mon to kind of handle Magiarna. This Superior is there to really handle Pyukumuku, Magiarna, and Volcania more than anything. It's very scary considering they could easily bop us back, but, you know, we're going to have to deal with that once we get there. Next up on our list, we have Eskar Goo, our Goodra, coming back. Assault Vest once again, just because we needed the special wall, especially for the mons that he has. So Assault Vest, 252 special defense, really is able to handle a lot of things except for Magiarna on... Magiarna! It's too powerful. But I have Modest Nature, 12 speed, I think, to outspeed Magiarna, or like a min speed something. I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what I wanted to outspeed there, but I think it might have been the Volcanion, but I can't remember. But Draco Meteor for general stab against Kyurem Black. Fire Blast with the 68 Modest set does 50% to that same Magiarna set that we were looking at. Guaranteed 50% for sure. Guaranteed 50%, we just have to land it. Ice Beam, of course, for things like the Landorus and the Crobat. Thunderbolt, once again, for the Crobat and Pyukumuku. We have to be careful with Landorus and Raichu switch-ins, which is why I kind of have Ice Beam there as well, just for more attack. And so, yeah, this might change a little bit, because I might want to run a plus special attack minus speed nature to kind of work with the possible Trick Room Magiarna set. So this set might change. I gotta play around with it just a little bit more, I feel. But I feel like this is the main set we will be bringing. Gooey is there just in case any physical attacks come attack with us, like say Kyurem Black or Mega Medicham or Crobat. We speed it down by 1 stage. Raichu, even with Nuzzle, will be able to start to outspeed things. And speed is really what I kind of played here around, like speed is what I really wanted to play for, as you guys will see. Speed is really going to play a big part, I feel, this week. Especially for, like, Lando, if it's Scarfed. We need to lower that thing's speed for sure. But moving on now, speaking of speed, we have Entei coming back. But this is a very different Entei set than what we've brought in the past. Entei we've brought as far as the event, Flare Blitz Extreme Speed set, Adamant Natured Entei. But... pardon me, but Sacred Fire being a Gen 6 reteach move, or like, yeah, move tutor move, I can't remember where it is, but Sacred Fire is there. General Stab, good against Magiarna, good against, decently against the Kyurem Black to an extent. Delmise hits really hard. Mega Medicham, Miltank, not so much. Umbreon to an extent. Crobat will hit really hard. Raichu will hit really hard. But then we have the Flame Charge there for stuff like against the Miltank or the Umbreon or the Delmise. If we get it on the switch in, we'll be able to go ahead and get that +1 speed. We're running Jolly Natured because of it not being the Entei, the event Entei set. The Flame Charge there allows us to be 1 point slower than the Landorus. So if we're able to get a Flame Charge or two up, we'll outspeed everything on his team by getting Scarfers. Like the Scarf Lando by 1 stage, or the Crobat. So that's very scary. And then Iron Head just for flinch shenanigans, kind of more so against like the Kyurem or maybe even the Miltank or the Umbreon. It was just like no other move that we put on it did enough damage. And Squid just said, just throw Iron Head on there just for the potential flinch to guarantee like a Sacred Fire knockout or something like that. Because you never know. You never know. And so Muscle Band is there to power up moves. And we have Toxic for his walls, mainly Pyukumuku, Miltank. because Miltank's definitely going to be switching in on Entei if that happens. We'll be able to Toxic it. Heal Bell, of course, could potentially be a thing as well, but, you know, we'll deal with that when we get there. Umbreon we'll have to be careful about just because of synchronized stuff. But yeah, here's our Entei. We'll need it to outspeed a couple things. It'll do damage. It will do damage. I guarantee you that. And hopefully, with it being shiny, I'm gonna put it in a Pokeball and pray that Arthur doesn't notice that it is not the event set, the event Entei, because he will notice. He will notice that. He will say it in his video. I will guarantee it right now in this video that he will mention something there. But yeah, that is our Entei set. Moving on, we have Walnut. Kind of the same set that it's rocked with before. Gyro Ball, Volt Switch for slow Volt Switch potential. Stealth Rock, because rocks are a big factor. 25% to Kyurem, to Volcanion, to the Crobat, to the Raichu. So we really need to whittle down some of those Mons. And more, if he switches more and more, you know, that's more chip damage on him. Rapid Spin to get rocks off the field for us. As both Entei, Weavile, and you guys will see, we are bringing Joey Galaxy for our 6th member. We don't want rocks on the field, so we'll need Walnut there. Fully specially defensive, sassy nature this time around, and not physically defensive, just because his special threats are more prevalent than his physical threats, and with his physical threats, I can kind of stay in and do what I need to there. Sturdy, rocking out with Sturdy, of course, leftovers. And yeah, rocks are a big factor. I'm not sure if I want to lead with Fortress here, but Fortress will play I think it'll play a very crucial role this week with getting up rocks and keeping rocks off of our field. I really do feel that. But like I said, our last Mon coming up is going to be Joey Galaxy, holding the Yachi Berry to help with Magearna Ice Beams, Kyurem Black Ice Beams, any other Ice Beams or Ice Moves that want to be thrown out our way, including Hidden Power Ice against the Raichu. There's either that or the Kolba Berry, I think it's called, for the Rock-type moves with Landorus. But Timid, 252 speed, 252 special attack. We speed tie with the Landorus, unless it's Scarfed. Thunderbolt, just for general stab. It handles things like the Pyukumuku, the Crobat. Hits his Mega really well. Volcanion doesn't want to take it. Kyurem Black does decently with it. Magearna will be able to hit really hard. Hidden Power Ice, of course, for the Dhelmise, for the Landorus. Dhelmise, if it's not an Assault Vest set, can actually get 2-shot if it's more physically defensive more than specially defensive. So I'll hope for that. Focus Blast is there for the Kyurem, for the Umbreon, for the Miltank. If Miltank is more physically defensive and is there to take on the Entei and the Weavile, Focus Blast almost gets the knockout, which is awesome to think. And then finally, Agility is there once again just because there is the speed potential with certain Scarfers that I don't want to deal with. And if I'm able to outspeed the Landorus before it comes in, we handle it with Hidden Power Ice. And so that's really nice. This is a scary battle for us, you guys. I want to start making a really awesome comeback here now that we've got a victory under our belt. And I do feel that we can do this. We just got to be calm. We can't freak out, and when it comes to our Pokemon, we need to make the right calls. We need to make very tough calls and predictions, and we need to know when to sack Mons and know when to go to setup. We really do. And so that is our team for Week 6 against the Phoenix Sunfloras. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know what Pokemon you think I should have brought, or maybe a certain set I should have brought. And yeah, you guys should be seeing this episode on Thursday after Arthur and I battle. The battle will be coming up Friday. I guarantee you this. It absolutely will. 100,000%. If it's not, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But, you know, that's all in good fun. If you guys enjoyed the content here and you want to see more of this, definitely go ahead and subscribe as well. I do appreciate you subscribing. I do this for fun and stuff like that. But yeah, without anything else to say, I'm going to get up out of here. My name is Sunfloras to you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.